So, from the Daily Mail, because of course it's from the Daily Mail. Dumped my date because he said I was too hairy. Esther Calixte Bia, I don't know, 27. She stopped removing her hair 5 years ago. What? What does she mean she stopped removing her hair? Like she stopped shaving her legs and her pits? And even cutting her own hair? Is that what we're talking about here? Oh my God. That's hideous. I shouldn't have to cut off any of my hair. People should find me attractive just as I am. Well, by that logic, you shouldn't shower either. That natural, musky, stank, fishy odor is 100% natural, and no matter how offensive it is to others, it's natural. So they should just accept it and tolerate it and find it endearing. This is some interesting logic. She's now revealed how it's affected her dating life. I bet it's had an effect. Oh, yeah. A negative effect. The Canadian-based artist, a Canadian, of course, said it has caused issues in her dating life. You don't say. Yeah. I stopped brushing my teeth 5 years ago because, brushing teeth is not natural. We wasn't born with a toothbrush. We didn't have one in our hand when we came out of our mama's vajayjay, so it's just not normal or natural. And people, if they can't accept my stinky breath, well, then they just can't accept me. Okay. So a woman who hasn't shaved in 5 years has revealed how she dumped her date for calling her too hairy. Imagine that. You get with a broad that looks like a Sasquatch and probably smells like one as well. You can imagine how a Sasquatch would smell, right? Not too good with all that hair to retain all that odor. Yeah, but that's just so unfair. That's just so wrong. He was wrong. He was a hair shamer. What's the word for that? He had a hair phobia? Fuzzy phobic. He was fuzzphobic. So Esther, 27, yeah, she stopped removing her hair after becoming frustrated. So she's just lazy. That's all this is. They're just lazy people. They're just like that Jada Pinkett Smith with that BS about having alopecia. And then you look at her head and she's got all this stubble. And there are no blank spots in her head. She ain't got no alopecia. That's just an excuse because she doesn't want to maintain her hair. She just wants to be a cue ball because it's easier because she's lazy. Over the societal belief that women should be completely hairless. First of all, society doesn't have beliefs because society doesn't exist. That's just BS, okay? There's no such thing as society. There's cultures. But even they're like monoliths when it comes to the things they believe. But there's no like a collective consciousness out there telling people what they ought to think, ought to feel. That's total BS. I mean, there's artificial constructs in the form of academia and media and government and entertainment industry that are all telling you certain things, right? And manufacturing consent and telling you what to think and what to feel, basically, front-loading the brains of NPCs out there with the things they need to be believing, but that's not society. Yeah, but that's a convenient way to blame others, right? Yeah. Put it on society. Yeah, it's not my fault. Yeah. By the way, is that a belief? I've never thought that women should be hairless. What are you talking about? They got hair on their heads. They got eyebrows. They got those ridiculous-looking fake eyelashes that are super long and tells you you're dealing with a 304 probably. They got hair downstairs. What are you talking about, hairless? Sometimes they got hairy knuckles, hairy feet, like hobbits. I don't know what this woman's talking about. Anyway, just another way to claim victimhood, right, ladies? Yeah, you're so put upon. I have to shave my legs. Oh, I'm oppressed. Try shaving your face. What does it about not fun? You gotta shave your face every day. Oh, really? Your face ain't shaved? That's because I'm, yeah. It usually is, okay? I was too exhausted today to do it. Because I rode my motorcycle like 300 miles this weekend. But usually I'm shaved, clean shaven. Meanwhile, you ladies, you gotta shave your legs once a week. Oh, I'm so put upon. I'm oppressed. Leg shaving is patriarchy. Somehow. After hitting the headlines for her fuzzy chest. Fuzzy chest? Ugh. The Canadian-based artist has now revealed she feels sexier than ever. So what? And doesn't let anyone tear her down, not even her potential lovers. Well, they're not going to be potential lovers for long. I mean, you're walking around like a gorilla. Who's going to want to be with you? Not too many guys. You are the potential lovers. Until she takes off her jacket and her low-cut blouse shows this hairy chest. They're out of there. But I'm not going to change me for them. I think you might be singing a different tune when you're 45 and childless and manless. Then maybe you'll think about changing your tune, but by then you're not having any kids, though. Hey, dopey broad. Another example of an entitled idiot that thinks the world needs to reshape itself. How dare you men have preferences for hairless broads? How dare you want to be there to be some kind of clear visual delineation between women and men? I should be able to cut off all my hair, shave my head cue ball bald, or better yet, let it grow out wild everywhere to look like a burly mountain man, and you should still want to F me. And if you don't, you're evil. I'm misogynistic, or something. Yeah, that's crazy. Oh, God. Oh, I'm afraid to look at this picture. Let me get to this text first. Esther has lifted the lid on how embracing her hairy lifestyle. Now it's a lifestyle? Being hairy is a lifestyle. I think this broad doesn't have very much going on in her life if she's making this her nom de plume. Being hairy. Well, she's a model maybe, too. So, yeah, all those people are vain and vainglorious, and they got nothing going on except their looks. Her hairy lifestyle has prompted some issues in her dating life. You don't say. Adding that she has even dumped a date after he didn't agree with her fuzz. Do we want to take a look at this? Yeah, I guess we have to. Oh, God. This is disgusting, by the way. What the? Am I the only one that thinks she's not attractive, by the way? Is this models? Is she a model? Is she an influencer? What is she? Does it say? Did it say at the start? It doesn't say what she does for a living. Or did it and I just missed it? I don't think I missed it. Is she like a model because she's hairy? Is this the new normal? Is this what the media is trying to push on us? Trying to make us accept? Is this the new social constructivism we're dealing with? It's now telling us that we need to be attracted to women that look like dudes? Oh, that's hideous. I think she's got more chest hair than me. What the? Holy moly! Yikes. Yikes! Is this really a woman? Is this a dude? Is this a, T-dude? Is this a... was she once a he and has just had, like, transition surgery and, had the bottom there, cored out and turned back inside himself to look more like a woman? Is this really a woman? What the I'm sorry. If this is a chick, this is one of the most hideous broads I've ever seen. I'm sorry. I mean, besides the fact that the body is just horrific, talk about skinny fat. Ugh. No tone and just, ugh. Just nothing up here and just, blech, fat, but skinny. It's such a ugly combination. But all the hair is just, she even got the trail from the chest down to the nether regions. Oh my God. Yikes. Anybody? I'll tell you what, there's got to be some desperate dudes out there. There's got to be some thirsty guys that even go out on a date with this chick. Maybe they didn't see these pictures beforehand. Maybe they didn't see her social media profile. Maybe they saw her on Tinder or something and she wasn't showing off her hairy pits on Tinder maybe. Even though she's supposedly so proud of them. So We've got the wacky, wild, out of control fro, which of course, since she's black, she should be allowed to have this wacky hair helmet, blue eyeliner, gaudy earrings, nose piercing, and hair everywhere. So she's willfully embracing what she believes to be counterculture appearance, i.e. ugliness. Yeah, she's a wokey. Yeah, of course. What the? Hairy back? Why? I can't get that picture out of my head now. Oh my god. Why did I review this story? It's hideous. Oh my god. I don't think this is a woman. I think this is a dude that did the surgery or something. I mean, if this is a woman, yikes. I think the hair is the least of her well, it's a pretty big problem, but that's the least of them. Anyway, she recalled the horror dating story. There was one time when I was seeing this guy who did make a comment saying he wouldn't date a girl that's hairier than him. Yeah, that's his lady. I mean, you just ever heard of, like, general hygiene and an upkeep? I mean, you know, even I cut my hair like once a month, right? I shave daily. You know how atrocious I would look if I didn't do those things? But by your very logic, I shouldn't have to do those things. And I thought how odd. So I ended up ending that relationship. Well, you're going to be alone forever, sweetheart. Entirely because I didn't feel like that was productive or what I wanted to be with a man like that. Yeah, oh God. He was not a very kind person. Yeah, because he didn't want to be with, gorilla woman. I see. However, while there have been a few bad seeds, Esther noted that most men are more than accepting when it comes to their body hair. Oh, geez. That's just because they want to smash. They just want to hit it and quit it. What I don't understand is what dudes out there would want to hit this. She's particularly unattractive, I think, and she's going out of her way to look unattractive. But there's guys out there, right, of course, they're fetishists, right? Just like there's dudes out there that are chubby chasers, there's also dudes out there that are hairy chasers. So that's all she's getting. She's getting dudes that are with her because they're into manly broads. They're very soy boyish. They want a chick that's more manly. They're into hairy chicks. That's a subsect of the population. These are extreme exceptions, sweetheart. Guys with fetishes, essentially, are into you. Okay. So you're able to get your physical needs met because there's a bunch of fetishistic guys out there that have a hairy fetish. Yeah. That's going to dry up pretty quick. I don't know. This is some weird stuff, man. I hope this doesn't become a trend. Is this a new trend? So she added, other than that, there have been plenty of men. Yeah. There was a guy who was really into me, and I had never told him about the fact I had chest hair. Wouldn't he already be turned off by the armpit hair? I decided to tell him because I kind of knew he was in love with me. So I thought that by telling him or showing him that I have chest hair, he would stop liking me because I didn't like him. Well, if you didn't like him, what were you doing with him? Once I showed it to him, he still liked me. He was like, I really don't care. But you dumped him anyway. I think all this is just a way to not form any close, meaningful relationships. So the translation here is that this very unattractive broad, who 5 years ago at the age of 22 decided to do this, probably had a ginormous body count at the age of 22, had been run through the ringer, dumped a bunch of times, hurt a bunch of times, so she decided to do whatever she could to repulse as many men as humanly possible. What is this, like a test as well? Like if they'll get with me, if I have all this hideous hair, then they like me for me and not my body. I mean, sweetheart, I'm looking at your body. You're skinny, fat, and you look horrendous. So trust me, there ain't no guys getting with you for your body. Oh, they're getting with you because you're hairy. Because they have a fetish. Wow. Yikes. Yikes. Does she have an OF? You think she has an OF account? And a bunch of dudes are giving her money? Like, I know there's like these weird specialist OF accounts and channels where chicks show their feet and they pour like beans and franks on their feet and, you know, smear their feet with butter and all that and Guys give them thousands of bucks a month. You think that's what this is? You think this is just a way for her to make money and get a name for herself and get some attention? You think that's what this is? Weird. Very odd. Oh, God, that's hideous. Hideous. She explained that she decided to stop removing her body hair 5 years ago after becoming frustrated with the removal process. What removal process? It's called a razor. What about waxing? I mean, what do you got to do? Wax once a month? It's the big deal. Too lazy for that. She noted that she felt like she was always in a losing battle against her thick locks. I don't care about what's on your head, but Jesus, lady, come on. The rest of your body, I mean, can't do a little extra work once a month? Nah. I'm so entitled. I don't have to do with what everybody else does, man. I decided to keep my body hair because the more I was removing it, the more I was getting more hair. That's a myth. That's not how it works. The hair will grow more, thicker, faster as you grow older. Shaving, pulling it out does not make it grow faster. That's a myth. You're just saying that now as an excuse to be lazy. My body hair became longer, thicker, darker, blacker, so I was going crazy. If I'm supposed to remove it, why is it growing back? Oh, you're an idiot. That's like saying if my teeth are dirty, why am I supposed to clean them? Idiot. It's the same logic. That's what I've been taught since I was a kid, and I never questioned it. That's because you were taught correctly, and you didn't question it because it's common sense. Because I have to remove my body hair simply because I'm a woman, and that's that. I didn't question it. Correct. Just like you have to clean your teeth because you're a human being, and human beings don't like bad, stinky breath. What is this? But then I started questioning and realizing that those ideas didn't come from me, but from society telling me that something is beautiful. Yeah. Esther recalled constantly being bullied for her body hair, even as a young child, and noted that she still received negative comments to this day. Well, there's a solution for that. You just, you wax it, you pluck it, you remove it more, and then it's not an issue. It's not like you're having to bear a cross on your back or something. It's not like you're Jesus Christ on the cross, having to drag your own cross behind you that they're going to crucify you on, for goodness sake, Jesus. There was a moment in elementary school where my friends had seen the hair on my stomach. I remember that really exaggerated reaction that made me feel really insecure. Well, then you move it. You remove it. Fitting in is highly underrated. Remove the hair, then you fit in. You see, it's so easy. Oh, but no, I'm a wokie. The world must adapt to me. Of course. Yeah. Oh, my God. Ugh, hideous. Okay, anyway, how much longer is this? Oh, God, there's more? Oh, no! I don't want to read all this. So she said there were typical comments like Chewbacca, ape. Yeah, ape's about right. Other times someone filmed me as a joke, and other times people just stare at me really badly. Despite this, she decided to embrace every hair on her body. Yeah, idiotic. I think that in society, no such thing. You just mean other people, individuals who are biologically determined to not like this, which is why women get rid of it in the first place. Yeah, you're not going to change that by keeping your hair. You're just going to not get a man. Well, you'll get a man, but he'll be a weirdo. We've been taught the body hair, specifically on women, is unhygienic, it's ugly, it's undesirable. Yeah, correct. Okay, she's not showing us much of it there. Yikes! Ugh. Hideous. Anyway, she says she's much happier today. Yeah. Get back to us in 10 years. I'm able to analyze certain things in my life and what's good for me and what's not. So, no, I will never go back to how I was. You mean being hygienic and smooth-skinned and looking good? I see. When we embrace ourselves, we're much stronger. This is like that body positivity nonsense. Society tells us it's bad for you to be a fatso, but I'm here to tell you it feels great. Yeah, well, stuffing your face until you're like 600 pounds. Yeah, feels good. It's just like shooting heroin into your veins. Feels good. Doesn't mean it's good for you. And this ain't good for you either, because the only guy you're going to get is some kind of freak that's got a fetish. He ain't going to be loving you for you, because there's nothing there to begin with, really. This seems to be your entire identity, being a hairy chick. It's important to have more confidence in ourselves. Why should you have confidence? You don't have anything going for you. To build that confidence so we're not swayed by false ideas and detrimental ideas as well. to our health and our mental health as well. The only false idea that's swaying you is this belief that you can find some kind of fulfillment in your life just by accepting that you're hairy and you're wonderful the way you are. Having that belief right out the gate tells us you have a sense of entitlement, that you don't know how the real world works. You don't think there's such a thing as objective reality or biological determinism in humans. And your whole identity seems to be tied up in being the hairy chick. So, no, you're not going to be happy. And you say you're happy now, but you're not. You're lying. You say that because you've never actually known real happiness or fulfillment, and you never will. This is just bizarre. Is this becoming a trend, guys? Let me know in the comments. This is a first for me. I mean, I've been seeing some other weird trends with hair, but only like in the workplace where black people are complaining about, oh, well, they have a hairstyle thing here. They have a problem with my fro. Well, it's part of my ethnicity. Gosh darn it. So now I'm just going to let it grow wild, and if they have an issue, I'm going to sue the pants off them. I've been seeing that, but this is a new one. Has anybody seen this? I mean, this is the first time I've come across this, the hairy body on woman trend. Is this a new trend? Is this a new trend that's going to be getting pushed more and more in the media? Telling women it's perfectly okay to grow their body hair out, to not shave it, to not trim it, to not shave their pits. If they have excess hair in their bodies, including their legs, just let it grow wild, because that's how you naturally are. Is this very much similar to the body positivity movement, in that it's telling people to accept how they are and do nothing to self-maintain or improve themselves? Or am I way off, and it's not self-improvement to trim excess hair and wax and be smooth in certain areas to fit a certain aesthetic that exists as a preference among the vast majority of men for some reason that we're going to be led to, that we're being told, led to believe is some kind of, arbitrary construct. But really, isn't this the arbitrary construct, and the preference for non-hairy, manicured, well-trimmed women is biologically predetermined? And this is the actual construct? Let me know what you think in the comments section. And please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you have not already. I am Bachelor Philosopher here on YouTube. Give me a thumbs up. Hit that notification bell, because if I'm going to post new content, how are you going to know unless you hit the notification bell? Also, follow me on Alt Tech. I mirror all of my content on BitChute and Rumble. I am the Realist Philosopher on those platforms. And also, please consider supporting me on Patreon or making a super chat here on YouTube. I post these podcasts on Patreon, but they're 100% edited, 100% polished. The sound is 100% equalized. It's like listening to your most favorite enjoyable radio show, but without adverts. It's a per piece kind of setup. If I make 4 pieces a month, you donate $1. That's $4 a month. If I make 8 pieces a month, it's $8 a month, and you can put a cap on that. So if I made like 9, it would still only be like 8. So contribute to my Patreon, yeah, leave a comment. Let me know what you think of this broad. Is she on the money? Embrace whatever hairiness you have, or cellulite. Do nothing to improve yourself, because ideas of improvement, they're not all good for you. Some ideas of improvement are just constructs. They're actually a form of oppression. Let me know what you think. And on that note, I'm out of here. I am the Bachelor Philosopher, also known as the Realist Philosopher, and I wish you all a good and pleasant day. Take care.